everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here doing your and I's favorite thing in the world, and we are reacting to an amazing video. The Nintendo Switch 2 first look trailer, as you can see on your screen, just got announced this morning. And by that, it's gonna be yesterday morning when you see this, because okay, first of all, the amount of people, so this came out about 8 a.m. Central Time. About 8 a.m. Eastern Time, Anyway, so the amount of people who had their video up for this within an hour of recording, of it being released, I'm like, one, why were you up that early? I do full-time everything, and I'm still not up that early. But two, were you were you immediately I know about this already, or what? But anyway, we get Nintendo Switch 2 first look trailer. I'm excited to watch it. Hopefully it's good. We'll find out. And I have tried my best to not watch any videos. All I've seen is some pictures, because it's the internet, you kind of can't avoid that. But seen a few pictures of it, so I know kind of what it looks like. And then I also saw a release from GameStop that came out about 7 hours after this trailer came out, so I'm gonna talk about that afterwards. So for now, let's watch this trailer. Ooh, Nintendo, we are ready. Ooh. Ooh, okay. And some cool buttons. I can't tell what that port is. It looks like maybe USB, but I can't tell. So it looks like, so this is the original Switch. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the Switch OLED or the normal Switch. So that'll be interesting to figure out, size-wise, the drastic increase. But that is a pretty good size difference. So what I've been seeing a lot of times, and there's been a lot of leaks in the past week about this that I've seen. So I know that instead of having them slide on the Joy-Cons, they're gonna have it to where it's magnetic, which I'm very curious how that's gonna work. And how my one worry is that this is going, the magnets are gonna weaken, so you're gonna have a hard time putting it in type thing. So I'm curious how that's gonna go. Or it's especially a magnet type material thing where it's kind of you keep it in and then you pull it out type thing. So I'm curious how that goes. I know there's a mechanism on the trigger, one kind of the triggers to unhook it. So I'm curious how that's gonna work. But anyway. So it looks like we are getting, this is just showing you the connection types, which just looks to be still USB-C. I don't see anything super different by that. So this is pretty normal for what we have. On and off, volume, that's kind of standard. Here's what this is gonna be, because this is new. Because normally it is, I'm literally looking at my Switch right now. This is gonna be where the game cartridge is. This is the headphone jack, and then this looks to be another USB-C port, though I cannot tell from this angle based on how big it is, because it looks pretty big. So I wonder if it might be a USB, just normal plug-in, but it could also be USB-C. You can't really tell based off size. Okay, I like that kickstand a lot better than the full one. So right now, at least with the OLED, and I believe it's with the older ones too. I originally had the Nintendo Switch main, and then now I have the OLED. It's this entire thing pops out to be a kickstand. It's this is all one piece, and it pops out, which I like in a way, but also it kind of gets in the way part of the time. my one concern is I kind of wish this was a little bit bigger, like maybe like double the width here, and then like that. But I do like that they are making it look more like sleek with this. I do like that. Ooh, and it looks like they have actually like good hinges too, which is definitely gonna help with that design. But like as you can see here, like here's where you'd like enter in the Joy-Con, which I'm curious how that is going to exactly work when it comes to like the like if you are actively like constantly like changing them out, things like that, how much wear and tear that can be, and if they have tested it enough to make sure it lasts a significant amount of time with the connection from the Joy-Con to the Switch. Ooh, that thing goes pretty deep too. Okay, I know this is getting on a new look. Okay, it looks like a similar button. It's basically the same button pattern as of right now. I'm pretty sure there's an extra button somewhere up here on the things to connect them. And then I also do, yeah, just making them bigger. I think that'll be nice, especially for like people's hands. Because some of those Joy-Cons, like, think of like the comparison of like the Wii remote versus the Joy-Con. It is a significant size difference, which I think is really cool because you can see the amount of technology that is within the tiny little Joy-Con. But it's hard to be able to grip everything with your hands, especially when you're trying to make it one remote. So I think this will be a very interesting difference. Okay, they're doing the same color thing. I do like that still. Okay, yeah, I figured that. Ooh, that's interesting. They're gonna have a connectivity option here. Curious how that's gonna work. I wonder if they're gonna add options to where you can like connect it to like like I want to say like to the nunchuck, but obviously it's not gonna be that exact thing. But like to other controllers to like make it do certain things. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if this is gonna be like your connectivity pads. And then I really do like that they're making these buttons larger, because the amount of times I have had to play with a single Joy-Con, especially in like Mario Party mainly, is what I'm thinking of. That's the main game you can really only play with a single Joy-Con. The amount of times where you don't hit the button all the way because of just how small it is sucks. This is just reconnect buttons usually. I'm not sure what this is gonna be. I can't exactly see it right this second. I'm curious what this is gonna be, because that's too big to be any port that I can initially recognize. So I'm curious what this is going to be. Okay, they're still doing the red and blue. Can I see the button? Oopsie, that made it. There we go. Ooh, I wonder if that's gonna be. You can't really tell what that is. Okay. I like the Joy-Cons. They overall look pretty good. Like, there's definitely nothing I would complain about with the Joy-Cons. The only thing maybe is hopefully getting rid of Joy-Con drift and like perfecting that, especially since they have had so much time to do it. Wait, hold up, I want to go back. What are the buttons to do that? Yes, okay, I found it. Yeah, actually, do I have high settings in here? I don't know. Give me the good settings, thank you. Okay, I want to go back around. Yeah, this button right here. This button is going to, from what I've seen through leaks, of people being able to like make like the molds for like either making more Switch Joy-Cons or like cases and stuff like that for it, like for manufacturers. That's mainly who leak a lot of things. They like this is going to be what takes on off the Switch, and then this is the strap. Okay, I kind of like that strap a lot better. Oh, okay, so that is the literal connector. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that now. With that being the connector, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried, especially since this is mainly, let's be honest here, this is supposed to be a pretty much, I mean, anyone can play, obviously. I'm not a child, but but like with so many kids playing the Switch over majority of other consoles, just because of the nature of Nintendo. But I would be so afraid of kids, especially with this being exposed as it is, of kids breaking this and having that issue. Like that is something I, as a consumer, would worry about with choosing this console. But also, I'm curious the amount of repairs of this breaking is going to be an issue. Like, I think it could be a drastic issue. I don't know what they would do to fix it, but I can 100% see just the design of this being an issue. Ooh, I do like that seamless design though, I must say. Oh my gosh, why do you keep on doing this? I want to look at it close. Thank you. I like... Part of me... I really like this design. Hear me out, I love the design. But part of me questions... Like, when you think of a Switch, you think of it with the red and blue controllers. And so part of me questions the brand identity they are potentially losing with this, because especially with so many different consoles, I guess you'd maybe call it, maybe controllers, that like, I know Steam has them, various other consoles are kind of coming up with these like controllers where you can play like big games on it, like through like Steam and stuff like that. And so I question the brand identity that they could be losing through this Switch too. But we'll see. I do wonder if they're actually going to switch, if they're going to keep with the Nintendo Switch 2 name, or they're going to come with something different. Because I know Nintendo Switch 2 is the name that basically that fans gave it. So I wonder if they're actually going to keep with this name, or if this actually be the name. Because I'll be honest, you could come up with so many better names than Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know what it would be, but even if you were to go with like a Plus or a Pro or something like that, that sounds so much better than 2. Just because it kind of, especially since they've never gone with a number before. And so it makes it seem like they're following in the footsteps of these other things. I mean, mainly mainly PlayStation does the numbers, but like they've had all these cool names and all these different things. I really hope they do not go with Nintendo Switch 2, because again, brand identity, there's so many other names you could come up with. But yeah. Ooh, I do like that design though. So this looks like to be an actual Switch, because all of these warnings on the side here normally come on a Switch. Okay, because of the size of this port now, looking at it, I'm guessing this is USB-C. I couldn't tell you what else it would be. Which, I like that they did that, because I'm guessing this is just an additional charging port for when you are playing it in like a tablet mode, because then if you want it on or even like in like not handheld mode, but like when you have the Joy-Cons off and it's not like in the TV, whatever mode you'd call that, it's a way to be able to charge it while doing that, which I think is a good thing, and that many initial users were complaining about, especially if you were like on the road and stuff like that. I think that is a good addition for sure. Okay, I know for sure this map is not on any of the Mario Kart so far, because we've already played all through Mario Kart 8. This is Mario Bros. Circuit. I don't think there's a map called Mario Bros. Circuit. No, there's Mario Circuit. I know that for sure. I don't think there's exactly a Mario Bros. Circuit, which makes this very interesting. So it means probably within the first release, maybe within the first few months, because, okay, if I remember right, it said somewhere that the initial, like, basically your next direct is going to be April 2nd, which, hear me out, good thing they did not put on April 1st. Good job marketing that, Nintendo, good job. But, with the next good trailer coming out in April, there's no way we're seeing this before October. I could see this being a good October release. Maybe November, but at that point, I think they would worry about having enough of them to be able to last the holiday season. That would be my concern if you do it too late into the holiday season and have the same issues that PlayStation 5 and I don't think Xbox Series X really had a big issue with that, but mainly PlayStation 5 had a huge issue with it. And especially with the amount of Nintendo fans being, I would almost say, is more than the other, like, the rivalry. Maybe not combined, but, like, I would say out of them, you probably have a decent bit of Nintendo fans. So, especially with just the huge age demographic for this console. So, I truly think if they release it, I would almost kind of say like mid-October, it would make it to where they have the ability to go through that first initial wave and then be able to fully gauge at that point they'd probably need to still be producing it, obviously, but be able to gauge from there, okay, how much do we need to ramp up on production for the holiday season? Because if you see all these pre-orders come in and you're like, oh wait, we need to have enough for the holiday season as well, then you have that to gauge out. But I don't see this coming before October easily. I must say the graphics look pretty nice. I'm not sure if this is a cutscene of the actual game. I mean, let me phrase that. I'm not sure if this is a grab from like a rendered thing that they're just playing, or if it is actually like from the game itself. Because if it's from the game itself, I'm curious what quality we're dealing with. I believe the current OLED runs at 1080p, but I'm not sure, or like HD 1080p, but I'm not sure if it goes any higher than that. I personally can't run it higher than like 720 due to like my game cartridge and stuff like that. It's a whole other issue. But I'm curious how good the system's going to be. I like this. I like it. Currently, funny enough, I have my Nintendo Switch OLED connected through the computer, obviously, in the original Nintendo Switch dock, that's what it's called. And for some reason, this reminds me more of a toaster or like a coffin for some reason. I don't know why. Or not a coffin, a gravestone, that's what it's called. So I'm curious how that's gonna work. Again, Nintendo Switch 2, not a fan of the name. Still not a fan of the name. 2025. Yeah, I knew we were getting 2025. Okay, so it says it here. This is the grab I got from the thing I saw on GameStop posting. So it's backward compatible, which is nice. Okay, certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2, but it will be shared later. So I'm wondering if it's like maybe some of like the, what was it called? It originally came out with the game. It's where you have like a bunch of like fast-paced games, like one two switch. That's what it's called. I was like, let's play something. Like no, 1-2 switch. I wonder if some games like that where it's like super niche movements that doesn't do too well. I mean, it definitely did okay at the time. It's still not like a widely talked about or played game. I think they even re-released it or like did an additional one. I didn't see a ton of things about it, but I'm very curious if it's like things like that where it's like, oh, certain games might not be able to play on the Nintendo Switch 2 because we're doing something different, or if it's like some of like the motion controls or something like that, like because a lot of, or even just like super niche things, because I know we didn't see it on that one, but like with the Nintendo Switch original, whatever you want to call it, has the little camera on the bottom of the Joy-Cons. So I wonder if it's something maybe to do with that, because I don't think I remember seeing anything that would resemble like a camera, like a motion sensor type thing. Like it's like literally almost like a little like infrared like type camera where you can, I don't forget what it was used for. I may think it was just mainly used for 1-2 switch. I don't think it was really used for anything else. But seeing something like that would be, I could see something like that because I don't think I saw anything that resembled that on the Switch controllers. So I wonder if it's something like that or if it's something more. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, stop closing out the thing. Thank you. This music's pretty good though, I must say. Okay. Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. I really hope they change the name. I really need them to change the name. This is the one thing I'm like, why do you exist? Ooh. I don't think they changed the name though. That's the issue. I actually kind of want to look at. Hold up. Can I? I'm stealing a tab for myself. Thank you. Oh, give me this back. Do this. We'll see if there's anything else. I'm literally looking up their trademark. Fun. Okay. So I'm literally gonna look up. Okay, I didn't ask you to play. Thank you. I'm very curious. Alright, Where's my? There we go. I'm literally gonna look up their trademark. And a Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch Lite registered. Okay. Did they literally register Nintendo Switch 2 is what I'm wondering. Okay, I don't see a trademark actually here. We love that this is the first thing I look for. What is their trademarks? Actually, hold on. Can I look at all the trademarks owned by this company? Is that a thing I can do? Okay, I'm looking. Interesting. I have a lot of trademarks. Oh. Ooh, that's pending still. No wonder I haven't seen anything about it. If you're curious, I'm talking about the Pokemon Legends ZA. That's still pending. The L is pending? Interesting. Wait, why in the world is Super Mario Bros. Pending? Going down a giant rabbit hole. Over all this crap. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's for me to look up later, because I'm curious about that. But anyway. That's kind of all I really want to talk about this. I'm very curious what's going to be going on, what's going to happen, everything like that. I really hope they don't keep the name. So it looks like, according to my favorite website of all time, United States Patent and Trademark Office, or USPTO, which you can literally look up any patent you ever, because it has to be public information in a sense, so you know not to use it. But you can look up trademarks and stuff like that, and that's literally all I did. Is I looked up different trademarks, and interesting. Okay, I should look it up. It's like one of like the things. It's like, oh, this is one of the weirdest things that just exists. But ooh, interesting. Also, just some of the trademarks that have been canceled and stuff like that. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing anything like for Nintendo Switch specifically. They don't really. There is no exactly Nintendo Switch 2 from what I'm seeing on the trademark website. Now, could there be one that they sent in and hasn't been approved yet? Potentially. But if anyone were to try to create it, there's still Nintendo Switch, the main one. So I wonder if they just didn't do Nintendo Switch 2. So what I do find interesting is they have Wii and Wii U, so I wonder if it's like, who knows. But I'm very curious if Nintendo Switch 2 is the official name. I really hope it isn't. If it is, I'll learn to live with it, but I really hope it isn't. But, yeah. That's all I've really got for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to slap like down below, subscribe, etc. It is YouTube, and I shall see you next time. Bye, guys.